We have a lot of exciting stuff to go through here in today's video, from Season 5 Reloaded content to some huge DLC 4 info. We now know what the map looks like. We know the location. Some intel is releasing. The official release date has been confirmed. A lot of stuff with that zombies map, and some more info on even Vanguard zombies, the launch map being revealed, and other future DLC maps as well. Ton of stuff to go through here. If you guys are new and would like to subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that, and be sure to drop a like on the video as well. Of course, tonight we have the release of Black Ops Cold Wars and Warzone Season 5 Reloaded update. Not the biggest update, but there are a bunch of pieces of pretty cool content, modes, maps that they're adding. Here are the times up on screen in which this update will go live. Again, all platforms, you are now able to pre-download this update, so I definitely recommend doing that before it goes live tonight at these times up on screen. Again, a lot of cool stuff being released. The Black Ops 1 remake of Zoo, Demolition, and multiplayer returning. Some cool zombie updates and features like Rampage and Deucer on the round-based maps, which I'm super excited for. Definitely should make the normal round-based experience a lot more interesting to change things up. We have the Black Chest event in Outbreak, and I'll probably have a video up this weekend going through a bunch of these new features, reviewing it, breaking it down for you guys, and all of that good stuff. Should be a lot of fun. And keep in mind, the numbers event and the side melee weapon that you unlock by completing challenges a part of that event will begin September 21st. That's also when the Outbreak survival mode, which also looks really interesting, will go live as well. So keep in mind those two things. You're not going to be able to play in tonight's update. We're going to have to wait about 2 weeks until we get to enjoy that part of this Reloaded update. And yesterday, we also had the official reveal for Vanguard's multiplayer. I had a poll up on my YouTube channel about that. 38% of you guys said you were feeling good about the reveal. These seem like pretty good results, especially for me primarily doing zombies content. Let me know again down below if you can. How did Vanguard's multiplayer look to you? Does it look fun? Are you going to play it? Do you not care at all? You're just going to play zombies? Let me know down below. I personally thought it looked really cool. Of course, it's very similar to Modern Warfare 2019, as it's pretty much the same exact engine, but with a World War II feel, and I enjoyed that engine a lot, but I didn't enjoy a lot of the actual 6v6 maps on that game. So the Vanguard beta maps that they showcased looked pretty good for the most part. We got to see how they actually play this weekend in public matches. The weapons looked really fun to use as well. Everything seemed pretty cool, so we'll get a good feel as to how this MP plays this weekend. Again, weekend 1 is PlayStation only, beta code or pre-order required. We'll be streaming all weekend on this channel. We'll be breaking down the MP, trying to go for some high kill games, so be sure to pull up then. That is starting Friday, September 10th. And finally, for Vanguard, I just have to mention they gave us our first look of the new Pacific Warzone map, which in my opinion looks super cool. I was really shocked to see like how sick this actually looked. I'm not the biggest Warzone guy, but I will definitely be checking this map out, playing it every so often. I love that it's a completely new setting. The Pacific atmosphere seems super cool, and most Warzone players have really been dying for a completely new map, not even Verdansk reskin, but a completely new area. So this seems like they're delivering on that. Can't wait for all of that to release. That should be a little bit after the launch of Vanguard at some point at the beginning of Season 1 in December of this year. Before we get into all of the DLC 4 information, I do have to mention this as well for zombies. They say in their blog post, meanwhile, the Outbreak zone is expanding this week with the addition of our final new Outbreak region, Armada. This battleground on the high seas has been handcrafted for Outbreak with the new environmental effects and an eerie dark ether phase enclosure, bringing a unique new setting to zombies on the North Atlantic Ocean. That is really insane. Armada is the last new Outbreak map, a part of Black Ops Cold War. And if you guys don't remember, there were a bunch of other leaked Outbreak maps that were supposed to release to the game, which never did. We had maps from the original Euro Mountains Warzone map. We had a Chemical Lab. We have Weather Station, still have not released. I guess those are scrapped. Maybe they were brought over to Vanguard. If they're bringing Outbreak to Vanguard, maybe they're saving some of the maps there as well, although those maps wouldn't really fit with the theme of Vanguard in the 1940s during World War II, so maybe they just completely scrapped those maps. There were also some leaks about Crossroads being an Outbreak map. I guess that was scrapped as well. But let me know down below, how do you feel about this? Is this good news to you? Are you sad that this is the final Outbreak region in Cold War? Would you have wanted to see other Outbreak regions? When Outbreak first came out, we all had a bunch of fun little different theories about what different areas Outbreak could go to. Could we see a transit Outbreak region? Could we see old zombie maps brought into Outbreak? Of course, none of that stuff ever happened. Could we see it in the future? Would you want to see it in the future? Is that a better direction for Outbreak to go in? let me know down below. Overall, Outbreak, pretty fun in my opinion. I definitely want it to return and evolve and get better and better. It has a ton of potential. I still prefer the round-based experiences, but I'm definitely down to see how the mode will continue to improve and evolve in the next couple of Treyarch zombie games. Now for the DLC 4 information, the final round-based map. Here's what they said in the blog post today. As development continues on the finale of Black Ops Cold War Zombie Saga in next season's round-based map, we've packed Season 5 Reloaded with new ways to play round-based zombies, Outbreak, Dead Ups Arcade 3, and Onslaught. Something for everyone. So they're confirming a couple of things here. For one, we already had the idea. We kind of already knew that this would be the final round-based map. They're saying it here again, finale of Black Ops Cold War Zombies, and they're also confirming the release date of the map as well. We kind of already figured it would be Season 6. We had some theories about maybe it could be a Firebase Z situation where it releases in between the Reloaded update and the next update, but they're confirming here it is going to be Season 6 100%, which again, we've been saying Season 6 is expected to release on Thursday, October 7th. I think that's a perfect time to see that DLC 4 map release. It's about a month before Vanguard releases. You have some good time to enjoy the update, enjoy whatever MP content they bring us, the zombies map, before we get into Treyarch's version of Vanguard Zombies. That seems perfect there. You could also make the argument that DLC 4 will release Season 6 Reloaded, which would be kind of crazy, and I definitely wouldn't like, because that update, that Reloaded update, is supposed to be the day before Vanguard releases, which would be kind of crazy to divert attention from Vanguard Zombies especially, and bring us back to Cold War for that final DLC 4 map when Vanguard releases the next day. I don't know if Activision or Call of Duty would want to do that. I would rather it be Season 6, the beginning of October. During that time as well, we'll probably have a bunch of Vanguard zombie teasers. The zombies reveal for Vanguard should be around the end of October, so it's a pretty good zombies month. I wouldn't want them to wait all the way until the end, right when Vanguard releases, but we'll see very soon. Now for DLC 4 itself, it seems like the recent Season 5 Reloaded intel that just came out today is revealing Kravchenko's plans for the final map, where we're going exactly, the location, and what the map looks like. Really sick info here, so let's go through all of that. Here's the main piece of intel that reveals this location. We're going to go through a bunch of intel. We're going to look at the campaign mission that this map is based off of and all that good stuff. But first here, we have progress report. Operatia is Buvatel. I probably pronounced that incorrectly, but that translates to Operation Deliverer, which is very interesting. And it reads, Colonel, after several weeks, I believe I have finally triangulated Sergeant Kazimir Zaikov's position in the Dark Ether. Having spent as much time as he has there, he is uniquely embedded deep within the other reality. It's no wonder he needs the help he does to make it back home. This won't be easy. We'll need to harness primordial ether energy to generate enough power to bring him back. To that point, I believe Test Site Anna is our best option to run the operation. If that sounds familiar, it was used as one of our initial test facilities for Operatia and Versia. As such, it's already equipped to handle excess amounts of Ethereum energy, and it's the only facility with a power grid large enough for an operation of this scale. So I guess when I say best option, what I really mean is only option. With your approval, I'll begin preparation to move all necessary equipment to the new facility. We can begin construction of the machine from Dr. William Peck of Omega. So very similar intel to what we saw with Firebase Z. If you guys don't remember, Season 1 had some intel that told us that Omega was constructing this new site in Quezon, Vietnam. Reminds me of that there as well. Requiem also knows about this new operation. Here's some intel between Weaver and Ravenov. Soul searching. This from Margobot, so shout out to him. I'll leave a link to him down below. We have Weaver saying hello. Ravenov still all out of F's to give Weaver. Ravenov, you shouldn't be calling. This line is monitored and recorded. Just talking to you can land my ass in a 6x4 at Dreamland. You'll want to hear what I have to say, Weaver, as will your director, who, if I'm not mistaken, is also listening in. I've done some thinking, some soul searching. I took what you said to heart, that one made of ice. Get to the point. What do you want? Omega. Operatia is Buvatel. I know what it is. More importantly, I know where. There is a test site used in the early days of Operatia and Versia. It has been repurposed. That is all I can say for now. I'm going to need more than that if you want to get back into my good graces. Even after all this time, you are still not listening. That is not why I have ever done any of this. It has always been about doing the right thing. A courier will be delivering a parcel to Requiem's dead drop in Madrid. It contains everything I know. Why don't you come in? We could talk this out and then end up in the 6x4 in Dreamland. I don't think so. Review the documents, then we talk. And in return, what do you get out of all of this? Your name cleared, safe passage to the west. Knight, I want you to release Agent Maxis. I have come to understand you are still holding her in captivity. You know I can't make that call, but as we both know, there is someone listening in who can. You know who you are. Weaver says, I'll see what I can do. There's a lot more intel I do want to go through in this video about Kravchenko, his plans for the Forsaken One, and all of that good stuff. But let's look at the mission here. Red Light, Green Light from Black Ops Cold War's campaign, which takes place in Ukraine. We now know DLC 4 will also take place in Ukraine, and this campaign mission is the only mission in the game that takes place in this area. Very similar to Matterzx, Firebase Z, you have assets from the campaign in the zombies map. It's of course going to be no different here with DLC 4. This mission is actually also the mission directly after Brick in the Wall, which is the Berlin Matterzx mission, which is really funny. But this exact location is a secret Spetsnaz training facility, the Zakarpatska Oblast, Ukraine, USSR. This mission starts off with a bunch of the characters walking out of the forest surrounding the facility. You have guard towers, fencing, buildings all around the main facility, the main structure in the middle. There's a road surrounding it, and overall, the outside portion of this campaign mission is a really, really cool vibe. Then they go inside, then it looks pretty standard for a Ukrainian, Russian, militaristic facility. Nothing too special here, honestly. Cool vibes for a zombie map. I could definitely picture zombies being here. Almost reminds me of Ascension in some type of way, like a new version of Ascension, so that's definitely really cool to see. But then you go into what seems to be the main part, the center of this facility, and there's this fake town with mannequins all over the place, very similar to Nuketown in a sense, and all of these buildings along these main streets here, the movie theater, Burger Town, other houses, other structures, they're all really colorful, really cool looking. I could definitely see that being the center of the zombies map, or used in the zombies map in some type of way. Really eerie vibes there, honestly. And the rest of the mission brings us into other parts of the facility, more military equipment. We're in the garage at the end. Nothing too stand out for me there. I mean, I like the beginning. I like the outside portion. I like the middle of the map. So I don't know. I think this map looks really sick. This mission is really, really cool. We're gonna see a lot of this stuff here in the DLC 4 Zombies map, but how much is the question? For Firebase Z, only the spawn room was taken from the Vietnam mission in the campaign. The rest of the map, however, was pretty much completely new. For Matterzx, there is a bit more taken from that Berlin campaign mission. The Berlin Wall portion of Matterzx, I mean, I made a video about it. The Korber Wall, the main streets right there are pretty much the exact same from the campaign mission, with very slight changes to make it look like a zombies map in a sense, with the boarded up windows and stuff like that. And I really don't mind that they did that whatsoever. I mean, zombie maps have always used assets from the campaign missions in that current game, and especially if it's from a really sick campaign mission, a cool atmosphere. Most people will play that campaign mission once and forget about it, so why not bring it over to a zombies map if it makes sense? For DLC 4, again, it's too early to tell exactly what parts of this mission, what assets will be brought over and reused and repurposed for the zombies map. We know for sure Treyarch are taking direct inspiration from this mission, so what you're looking at here definitely will be in the map. For all we know, DLC 4 could be almost entirely an outside map. Most of the map could take place outside of this facility, maybe in the buildings, in the fences, but maybe we don't even go in the middle center. The actual facility itself, the Nuketown portion of the map, and maybe we don't ever go there. Maybe for the Easter egg, but maybe the entire map really doesn't take place there, or it could be vice versa. Most of the map is inside the facility, in the garage, in the other areas, but we don't go outside whatsoever. Maybe we do go inside, but it's completely reworked. It looks completely different from the campaign mission, but everything is pretty much the same layout as the campaign mission, but with different structures, different buildings inside. That's very possible as well. So we'll get a better idea as to what we're working with very soon. But for now, overall, this mission gives us our first real understanding as to, one, where this map is located, what it's going to look like, the atmosphere, and all of that good stuff. So really sick stuff here. Again, we had so many ideas, like I talked about the map being in the Dark Ether, the map taking place in a different area. Of course, I also said it could just be a random location. Seems like here it's a random location in a sense. Of course, there's a reason as to why we're going here from the storyline, but overall, let me know down below, how do you feel about the final map being in Ukraine based off of this campaign mission? Let me know your opinions on that, your first initial thoughts on what the map could look like down below based on this mission. But let's go through some more really sick intel here about Kravchenko, what his plans are for this final DLC 4 map. We have change of plans here. Kravchenko says, my report on the Berlin incident has been well received by my superiors. We are in the clear for the moment. I'll bet, thanks to my quick thinking. Watch your tongue, come back kid, before I remove it. While it pains me to admit, were it not for Peck's ingenuity with manufacturing the warhead, I do not know that we could have stopped Valentina and her army. On that particular topic, perhaps we can discuss the interdimensional sized elephant in the room, the Forsaken. A solution is necessary. It must be dealt with. Ah, of course, Dr. Yeager, you're still coming up to speed. We are going to rebuild Peck's inversion warheads. It is the only way to destroy the creature. Actually, Gorov, looks like you're the one still coming up to speed. We've moved in a different direction. Gorov says, what are you talking about? Colonel, there has been a change of plan, Gorov. Peck and I are developing a new solution for the Forsaken. Is that so? Why was I not informed? All will become clear soon. Rest assured, if it is successful, it will mean salvation for the Soviet Union, Omega Group, all of us. We will be heralded as heroes. As you saw there, Omega are rebuilding these warheads, but it's going to be a bit different this time around. These will actually work in their favor, and it's also cool to see that now they're just really focused on the Forsaken, which definitely seems like something we're going to fight and battle throughout DLC 4 during the map as the final Easter egg boss battle. Whenever it is, he's going to be a major part of this final map, which is super cool to see. Will Requiem help Omega out? Will they be fighting Omega while Omega is fighting the Forsaken? A lot of crazy stuff going on here. The director is going to play a huge part into this as well. Releasing Samantha Maxis will be another part. So a lot of different things going on in the storyline for this final map. Should be a lot of fun to see what really happens here at the end of Cold War Zombies. Now, some quick stuff here with Vanguard Zombies. I'm going to make a separate video on this because there's a lot to talk about, but I do want to mention in the Season 5 Reloaded Intel, we have another Vanguard Zombies teaser from Craft. Journal page 2. This is from It's Perka. I'll leave a link to him down below. Another rune unearthed in Mexico. Markings are similar to the one found in Egypt. Craft 1944. So people are theorizing now. For one, this rune here is also seen in the Zombies logo for Vanguard. Really sick as well. We also have two potential Vanguard zombie map locations here, Mexico and Egypt. I know Kaljitsu made a video about the rune language potentially tracing back to somewhere in Italy. That could also be one of the map locations as well. A lot of crazy stuff here. Again, I'll save that for a different video. Leave your ideas and theories down below as to what all of this could mean for Vanguard Zombies. But that's pretty much it here for this video. Definitely a really long one. There is just a ton of info to go through here. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. Leave a comment down below DLC 4 if you watched the entire video. It is greatly appreciated. There are two videos up on screen that may interest you, so be sure to check one of them out. Really do appreciate it, guys. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always. And I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.